Welcome, everybody, to another exciting episode of the PokerUpdate.com weekly burn and turn for the week. You know what? It doesn't matter what week is. It's time we number these episodes by number.
Let's do it. What number are we up to?
115,275.
We are not up to 115,275.
Welcome
Sorry,
to episode number 27, actually.
That's good.
It is my favorite
number. Do you
number.
realize how long we would have to do this to get to episode 115,000?
That would be a very long beard.
We will last longer than Doyle Brunson. Let's
last longer, bets. We're going to go that way?
There we go.
I see. Episode 27 of the PokerUpdate.com weekly burn and turn. Tons of fun stuff in store for you. Today, when this episode is being recorded, is GPL Draft Day. We got a great segment for you. But before we get there, lots of great news.
Lots of great stuff happening.
Lots of great stuff to talk about. Go for it,
Let's dive right in. Let's talk about the team event. I'm really excited
at the World Series of Poker.
That's right.
The schedule was just released, actually. All 60 some odd events, lots of bracelets, but this one really takes the cake. A team event. You're looking at the team right here.
There you go. At least half of us will hit the payout.
$1,000 to enter this event. You can have between 2 to 4 players, which is already interesting. Look, you got to give it to them. Innovative. They haven't had a team event, I think, since like the 1980s.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm a little bit upset about this event.
Why?
They stole my idea. I've been saying teams for at least a week. And, well, you know, I'm actually running my own game, which is going to be a team event game.
Did you manage to get anyone else to play in this game, Shimi?
Well, I'm looking to put together my team. You know, we'll talk.
Okay.
But no, I think that, honestly, they're doing it a little bit wrong. Because the way that they have it set up, it is a wonderful idea. I don't want to knock the
WSOP.
Yeah, I don't want to knock the WSOP. It's a wonderful idea, but the structure that they have is basically everyone playing the same game at the same time, switching off in between hands, if I'm correct. Is that right?
Well, not in the middle of a hand.
Not in the middle of a hand.
You can't change, okay, how am I going to play the turn now, and then like tag someone.
It's tag team wrestling, basically. Not in the middle of a hand, but, you know, it's like, okay, bad beat, tag me out, and, you know, bring in the next player.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
You know what I want to see? I want to see teams put together where every single person on the team is playing their own game, their own table against other members of other teams. Hold on, hear me out. And then the way it works is that the best overall finish for the whole team as a whole, that's how you win. Kind of like if you go back to Full Tilt. I don't know if any of you ever played the Matrix tournaments on Full Tilt.
No.
You'd get one buy-in, and all of a sudden it would split you up into 4 different tournaments. And each tournament you'd get a little bit depending on how you finished up. But the main payout was for how you finished in all 4 tournaments. Okay, so picture if you have 4 players on the same team, and every single one of them is split up into a separate tournament. And then at the end of it, you look at the final structure, how everyone finished on your team. And if your team finishes the best, then you win. This one, we get to see everyone playing at the same time.
I guarantee that Shimi will have a first place finish in this event because I just can't see anyone else playing in such I'm confused. I don't know. I mean, it sounds a little complicated, a little over my head. You know, a little confusing.
Well, it would definitely be something that I would be watching. It would be exciting.
How can you watch and play at the same time, Shimi? You're the only one playing. You'd be the only one watching.
If you have one person on your team, though, this is the beauty of this.
How are you going to convince someone to be on your team, Shimi?
On my team? Well, that's the best part. The team's got to be randomized. That's
okay.
Bring on Phil Ivey. I want Phil Ivey on my team. I can tell you.
Okay, well, that would maybe in the tournament form. I don't know. Look. What I do think, though, is that this the team event at the World Series of Poker, great chance of succeeding, and maybe next year they'll even up the stakes.
Nice.
New topic. Bring it in. The new topic graphic thing going there. When to move up in stakes. That's our next topic here. Take it away, Shim.
Well, when would you move up in stakes? Have you ever moved up in stakes, Robbie?
Yes, I moved from 25 cent, 50 cent to 50 cent, $1.
Not bad.
And then to $1, $2.
Not bad.
But that was my. I haven't never played 2-5 yet.
I like to play, you know, you buy in at a lower level. You know, you start off at like $1, $2 limit. You know, that way you're not risking too much.
Limit.
And limit.
Who plays limit poker?
And some people who don't, who need to see that river card. We go fishing for that river card. We need to make sure we don't get pushed out early. But if you're playing 1-2 limit and you double your buy-in, the amount that you're there, I usually will stand up from the table and then go to a different table. In theory, I haven't actually managed to double my buy-in yet, but in theory, that was the concept to, you know, raise the stakes a little bit.
Interesting. I don't know. I don't know.
Usually what happens to me is I bust out, I go down to just a $5 chip,
Right.
and then I run to the craps table and I quickly win back my buy-in.
Come on, really?
Seriously, I'm a monster at the craps table. The last time I played craps in a casino, they called security on me. Not for any legitimate reason, but just because I was standing there and I was rolling the dice for about 30 minutes.
Really?
I had a whole crowd of
shooting
people.
for 30
I
minutes?
was shooting. I had a whole crowd of people that were gathered around, making tons of money off of me. And meanwhile, I made about $100.
I see.
But everyone
ran
else
it up from 5 to 100.
5 to 100. Now, I
Wow.
didn't just do that once. After I got to 100, I went back to the poker table, lost it down to 5 again. And this process went on a few times until, but yeah, craps is definitely my game. You know how I'm so good at it?
Okay, well, let's humor the man.
All right.
How are you so good at craps, Shimi?
Every time I'm standing there, I just picture I'm playing a game of Settlers of Catan. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, I got 15 cards in my hand. No 7, baby! And that's how I don't roll 7s.
Interesting.
There you go, right?
Well, since this is a poker show, we'll talk about, I actually did a little bit of running up. You know those free tournaments on PokerStars sometimes? So, like, I played one of those. I actually put together, like, 3 or 4 tournaments. I got, like, you know, a few cents here, a few cents there. I had $1.10. I managed to get from nothing. Now, 1 second.
Okay,
now,
all right.
It doesn't
It's
stop
respectable,
there.
a chip in a chair.
Okay, then I started playing 1 cent, 2 cent. Okay, this is all in the same day, mind you. I said at some point, you know what, okay, I'm gonna take this $1.10, enough of the free play, let's run this thing up. Ran it up, I am not joking, Shimi. I went from 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cents, $122.
$122?
$120, and I was playing, I
Okay.
think, 10 cent, 20 cents, something like that, okay?
And what happened to that $122?
So I said to myself, man, wow, that was a sick run, right? In one, like from nothing, literally. So I was like, well, let's play 1-2. I play 1-2 live all the time. That was a mistake. The $122 is a great memory that I have, and that is the story of my running it up. So don't raise the stakes too soon. I guess that's the lesson to learn.
You need to pace yourself. I know people that they get a big score in online poker. Obviously not me, but you know they bring in $6,000 and then all of a sudden they start playing $300 buy-ins, and
like tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, and that payout's going to go very, very fast. You know what I did like though, if we're talking about raising the stakes?
Yes.
They used to have a format with steps. I don't know if you ever played this, where you buy in, and you buy in for like $3.
Sort of like satellite steps.
Exactly.
Okay.
And gradually goes up, and if you get to the final step, which I think was step number 10, you got to buy into the main event, which was worth $15,000.
You mean you want to buy in?
No, you win it.
You got to buy in?
No, instead of giving you the money, they give you basically it's a satellite to the main event. Yeah.
Interesting.
And obviously, I mean, listen, if you do the math to get from step 1 to step 10, that's pretty daunting.
What do you know about math?
I do know that 1 + 1 is 2.
And shout out to the 2 + 2 forums.
Yeah. Nice.
Anyway, okay, always poker talk. What really is on everyone's mind again today? Huge day, GPL draft day. Are you excited? This is the most exciting
Have you
thing.
been following the list of players?
Oh my
We're
God,
at
203.
Oh yeah, that's right, 203. I got that right.
Oh snap!
Oh, well done.
That's
but
what you're supposed to do.
You don't do stuff like this. You got to go like. There
90s
go.
references. Gotta love it. 203 eligible players. You got 12 team managers who are going to be drafting 4 players per team. You got the Moscow Wolverines and the LA Sunset.
New York, baby.
Well, the New York. What's their names? The Saber Rattlers?
I don't remember. I just know that they're going to suck because all my New York teams are terrible. I'm really sorry.
Wow.
But I'm going to root for you
Kenny,
anyways.
sorry, dude.
I'm going to root for you guys,
Okay.
but New York does not have a good record.
Yeah, well, Las Vegas Moneymakers, that's a great team. But, you know, once the draft happens, it's going to be live on Twitch. I'm going to be tuning in. Live on Twitch, a whole bunch, and Shira, the editor of Poker Update, apparently will be tuning in, and maybe Shimi too. We'll be tuning in, as will millions of people, at least a few people will be tuning into that more than this show, that's for sure. To watch the GPL draft, definitely going to be exciting. There's also a conference, and then there's an awards show. Big, huge day in Beverly Hills today. It's going to happen.
Well, the main question is, how do you get drafted here?
Well, you have to be, I think, one of the top 1,000 members of the GPI.
And you have to put your name forward.
They have to opt in. They have to sign the contract to be a player. And then after all the teams are sorted, it's like a snake thing. Their first pick, and then like they get 2 picks. At the Hong Kong has 2 picks. The 12th pick, and then the first pick of the second round. That sort of a thing. After those teams are settled, then the managers get 2 wild card picks. And chances are they're probably going to pick, themselves, the manager, as the first wild card, right? Duh. Okay, who doesn't want to play poker?
But can they basically pick anybody?
They can pick anybody from all over the world, and I guarantee you, this guy, he's getting picked. I would be the best GPL wild card.
No way. No way. If you're going to pick anyone from this show, it's got to be me.
No.
I'm the entire personality.
You're taking my
you want
idea.
people rooting for your rooting for your show.
No.
Shimi the Fish. That's such a great name. Like, what is Robbie? Robbie Straczynski.
Robbie
you don't even have a poker name.
But I would be a much better wild card than you. It's not even a question.
You're not going to actually get playing time. You're just there for the entertainment.
You know what? I challenge you to a debate.
A debate?
Yeah, a debate. I'll kick your butt in the debate just like I would at the poker table.
Ooh, okay. You know, strong words. Bring it on.
Time for the GPL wildcard debate.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the first ever GPL Draft Wildcard Debate. Let's welcome to the stage Shimi the Fish. And now let's welcome Robbie Straczynski. And now, let's welcome Shimi the Fish. Mr. Fish, are you ready?
I am ready. Bring it on. Let's do this.
All right.
I'm ready to.
Okay, great,
I was
Mr.
born
Straczynski.
for this. I'm ready for this.
So let's get started.
Yes.
The question goes first to Mr. Straczynski.
Thank you. Thank you. By the way, you look beautiful today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You know this doesn't,
Doesn't influence the
No.
votes? Okay. Well,
Do I still look?
you look like you have a poker update shirt logo thing on.
All right. What would you do for the poker world if you got voted in as a GPL wild card?
Oh, I would do anything. I was born for this sort of a thing. I love promoting poker. I mean, for years now, I've been involved in the poker world. I've got my own blog. I've got a podcast that I do. I got a poker app that I got. And of course, with Poker Update, I do all these videos. I interviewed the pros. I went to the PCA. I know what it's all about to promote poker. I mean, I seriously enjoy doing this. I do this for fun. The reason I don't sleep is because I'm always doing poker stuff, monitoring Twitter, monitoring Facebook, talking with the pros, and when it comes to suggesting that other people should play poker, I'm excited about it. I'm not trying to do it, oh, come and I'll take your money or anything like that. I just love the game, and people have told me that my enthusiasm for poker is infectious, and I certainly believe that wearing a GPL logo would make that infectious as well, but in a good way, obviously. People would love poker if I was promoting it. As the GPL wild card, you know who to pick.
Thank you very much for your answer,
Thank
Mr.
you, Shira.
Straczynski. Let's turn to you now, Mr. Fish. What would you do for the poker world if you were voted in as the GPL wild card?
All right, let's get serious for just a minute, okay? If I'm voted in, first and foremost, we're going to be dealing with the rakes. Because when you split up the 99% and the 1%, the 99% should be paying for most of the rakes. Let's get rid of the rakes for the professional players. If you're one of the 99% of America, do you own a swimming pool? Or 3 or 4? No. So you have a lot more money that you could be shelling out for things like rakes. I want to see the professional players with better benefits. That's what I'm going to do when you vote for the Fish.
But you're aware, Mr. Weiss, that GPL events have no rake.
Well, who is this guy? Seriously. Get rid of the rakes for the professional players. Shimi the Fish, 2016.
Okay, thank you very much both for your answers. Let's move on now to question number 2. And we're going to start with Mr. Fish. If you were voted in as the GPL wildcard player, what would you do to help promote women in poker?
I am all for women in poker, okay? I totally think that there should be women in poker. If you're playing at a poker table and there's a woman there, that's just a good thing. I have a daughter. I love her. If I could date her, I totally would. But I can't because that's not appropriate. Women in poker, definitely appropriate. Shimi the Fish, 2016.
All right, now the question goes to you, Mr. Straczynski. If you were voted in as the GPL wildcard, what would you do to help promote women in poker?
Well, I think the whole fact that we want to get more women in poker and everyone's aboard that idea, it's a great thing. I mean, look at the managers of these teams. You've got Liv Marie managing the London team. You've got Maria Ho managing the LA team. You've got, I believe, Selena Lin is managing the Hong Kong team. Women in poker, that's what it's all about. And look, if you ask me, the ideal table should have plenty of women around it, maybe even a 50-50 mix. I'm all for women in poker. Again, I mentioned my blog before. I wrote like a 5,000-word article about why more women should be involved in poker. We talk about women in poker on the Poker Update Weekly Burn and Turn all the time. I mean, everyone should be into poker, so long as you're, of age, 21 or older, or 18, wherever your jurisdiction is. Doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman. I'm very pro women in poker, and I certainly think that as a GPL wildcard pick, I could convey that in messages to the media and everything that I would write and tweet and post and all that other stuff. Men in poker, women in poker, everybody in poker.
Thank you guys very much for your answers. We move on to question number 3. We're going to start with Mr. Fish.
Again?
Yes.
All right.
As it
Okay,
should be.
no
Mr.
problem.
Fish is always first.
No problem.
Shimmy the Fish, 2016.
Okay. Are you ready?
I was born ready.
All right. Do you agree with the notion of having all GPL events in a cube?
Absolutely not. I do not agree with that notion at all. Let me tell you something. Poker should be in the casino. We need to keep poker in the casinos. Now, I hail from the city of Atlantic City. And if you ask me, I think you should be bringing it back to the casinos there. Trump Plaza, Trump's Taj Mahal. These are great locations for an event like this.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fish. We now take the question over to you. Do you agree with the notion of having all GPL events in a cube?
Well, actually, it's not a cube, it's the cube. GPL was founded by Mr. Alex Dreyfus. Love you, Alex. I remember we met at the PCA. Great guy. Everyone is getting on board the Alex Dreyfus train. The cube is a 20 by 20 structure where basically all the players are in there and everyone is watching from the outside. So it's actually soundproofed, right? They can do whatever they want to do in there and they're playing. And you have possibly, potentially, if you go to a casino, a whole stadium, potentially, worth of people cheering on their teams against each other in this cube while the players are standing and raising against each other and betting and laughing and table talk. That's what the beauty of this cube is you're creating a sporting environment for poker. Alex Dreyfus wants to sportify poker. It makes perfect sense. UFC has the octagon, poker has the cube. I'm all for it, and if I'm voted as the GPL wildcard pick, you can better believe that I will be in the cube and also rooting for it from outside the cube. Go Cube.
All right, guys, thank you very much. We're running a bit short on time, so let's finish off with some closing remarks. Mr. Fish, the floor is yours.
All right. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to play my trump card against Mr. Robbie Straczynski over here. If I am elected as the draft pick for 2016, #1 priority is to close the borders so that way poker is just America. That's right, you heard it first here. Let's keep out everyone else outside of America until the world sorts out all of its problems. Just America and the smaller America to the north that has the maple leaf flag. That's the way you do it in this country. Shimmy the Fish, 2016.
Okay, and...
Yeah. Well, my closing remarks are pretty simple. You want to know who's good for poker? No one's ever thought outside the box, or the cube, if you will, and ever thought, hey, what if I chose a poker media member as part of my team? I would rock those interviews, right? Everyone, okay, I can play. Maybe I'm not a professional player, but you know what? When no actual money is on the line during a competition, it's just a competition. Anyone can win the day. Chris Moneymaker, the manager himself, he proved anyone can win. Maybe a poker media member as well. You know everything about poker, right? I know, look, I'm not a professional, again, but what there is to know about poker, I'd be happy to tell the world about it. Whether it's on a podcast, whether it's I'll stand all day and do interviews. I'd love to promote GPL. Pick me for your wild card for the GPL draft. Good luck, everybody. Not Shimmy the Fish.
Well, I want to thank you all very much for coming, and I hope that this was really enlightening for everyone watching.
Well, naturally, now they know who to pick for the wild card for the GPL draft.
Shimmy the Fish, 2016.
Wasn't that the best debate? You were looking at
Victory!
the winner of the debate and Shimmy the Fish. Really?
That's right, that's right, that's right. Vote for
Come
Fish,
on.
baby. You know it. You know it would be better with me there instead of Robbie.
You know I'm going to be the best GPL wild card. I'm looking at you, Chris Moneymaker. Buddy.
Chris voted for me.
Oh.
That's right, Chris. Don't forget about me. Wild card. Oh my goodness, Chris. Yeah. Shimmy the fish.
Okay, I'll play the field. I'll play the field. 11 other managers. You can totally draft me. GPL wild card. I'm waiting for the call, baby.
Isn't Elke one of the managers also?
Elke loves me.
Elke voted for me too. That's right, baby. I got 2 managers. You got nothing.
I'll still play the field. 10 managers can totally vote for me. GPL wild card draft. It's gonna happen.
Elke, Chris, you could talk to my manager. Or Shira.
You know what that says about you, Shimi?
It says?
I don't know what it says about it, but what I do know is what your choice of online poker operator does say about you.
Okay, well, what operator do you play?
Well, first of all, we're going to bring the graphics in again.
No, you got to move
Titles
it down.
here again. Gotta love it.
Move it down.
Move
there
it,
you
okay,
go.
okay, good. If you're playing, for example, on, I don't know.
Poker Stars.
Poker Stars. That's
the top of the list.
It clearly says that, you play online poker because, I mean, everyone's playing a Poker Stars.
It means you know what you're doing or you have a lot of money you want to give away.
And you're not located in the United States.
Oh,
yeah, I know. So
what if you're in the United States?
Then you're probably playing on WSOP.com because you're like on, you're in Nevada or you're in New Jersey.
Jersey.
Right. Not Delaware.
Not Delaware?
Not Delaware.
Not yet.
Nevada or New Jersey.
We'll
but maybe somewhere else. But that's what, I mean, if you're playing on WSOP.com, it means that you're basically in New Jersey or in Nevada.
What about Full Tilt? What is that going to say about
Who plays on Full Tilt
I
anymore?
used to play on Full Tilt.
I never played a single hand on Full
Tilt.
Tilt. I mean, it's going to be integrated together with Poker Stars. They're merging player pools.
Oh, that's sad. You know,
Why?
I got to tell you, the Full Tilt commercials they
Another
used to
story.
have
Here we go.
were the best commercials.
Oh, they did. They
They were
with
outstanding
with Phil Ivey,
commercials.
Right?
Yeah,
That was the band commercial.
It wasn't just
right?
that. They had a lot of the pros. No, the ones where it's where it's all dark and you see the table. It was
the black and white. Yeah.
The full tilt. Sometimes you got it. You're playing on Full Tilt. Those commercials made me love poker. I deposited on Full Tilt because of those commercials. It gets you excited. It was
This
great
is the old
publicity.
Full
Yeah.
Tilt. Right. So in other words, you didn't get your money back from them.
Well, not for a long time.
Anyway, now Full Tilt, owned by Amaya, they're merging it together. It's all about merging, a mind meld, as Jason Somerville would say. Anyway, so they're merging it together. Everyone's playing on Poker Stars, but 888, a great place to play. What would that say about you if you're playing on 888, Shim?
I wouldn't know. Well, what do you think I play on?
Probably Zynga.
You know what? That's actually legit. I do play on Zynga because Zynga, what is that going to say about you?
That you're a fish.
That you're a fish. And let me tell you something.
I think he's the mascot for Zynga Poker.
Okay, when I play on Zynga, I'm the shark because if you think I'm a fish, oh my God, you have to see the other players on Zynga. And Zynga itself, I want to see some sort of gaming commission take charge and make sure that it's legit because I've never seen bad beats like I've seen on Zynga. They actually, I'm not making this up.
He's bragging about Zynga.
I'm not making this up. You ready? They have a feature
where
you could tip the virtual dealer.
Really?
Is
that how you make your bankroll? Tipping?
No, that's how you lose your bankroll. But I'm positive that if you tip your virtual dealer, they give you like an edge. So that way, when you're ace 2 versus pocket kings, you're going to hit 2-2. You won't hit ace, then you get zingud. It will have to be 2-2.
You got zingud?
Zingud.
You
That's
just
correct.
the word zingud.
No, it's been done before. You've been zingud.
Okay. Well, for the rest of you, I hope you're all playing on legal, regulated online poker sites. Certainly not the unregulated sites. I get it. If you're in the States and you really, really want to play, you're not in Nevada, you're not in New Jersey, not really, many options for you, but, lobby your legislators and get them to, get poker legalized in your state. California, that's where I'm from. Hopefully it's, on next on deck here. Pennsylvania, also a great place. Let's get online poker legalized, regulated in the United States of America. Because there's going to be a lot of pros playing there also, and we're all about both recreational players and the pros. It's time for Name That Pro.
Oh, I'm the one reading the questions, right? No, I didn't. You did it last week.
No.
I got it last week.
No.
I didn't. Let me point something out to you, okay? Yes, it is true. I have never guessed the Name That Pro correctly. However, Shira has also never guessed it correctly. That's right, Shira. And not only that, the past 2 times in a row, Robbie has missed. That's right.
Yeah, you're not going to get this.
Darn it.
Okay.
Right. I get a guess beforehand, right?
You do get a pre-flop guess.
All right. I'm starting to think that they're messing with me a little bit because last time it was Daniel Negreanu, which means they want to trip me up on players that I might actually know.
You realize that this time it might also be Daniel Negreanu, right?
No, they're not. We can't do doubles. That's just boring. There's so many players to choose from.
We'll see.
And I know like 6 of them. There's no reason to double up.
Go for it, buddy.
I'm going with Antonio Esfandiari because you know what? If you're gonna try to make fun of me,
if you're gonna go, you go like Antonio.
Nice.
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 Remember when we met him in person?
You know, shut up.
Unfortunately, you're wrong, buddy. It's not Antonio.
I'm going to lunge my way to it. No?
No.
Oh,
No.
darn.
Okay, first clue.
All right.
Are you ready? Here's the flop,
I am
sir.
always ready.
This pro is currently number 3 on the GPI, the top player list.
On the top player list, number 3? Huh. Okay. Well, I guessed Antonio. He would have been number 1.
No.
The top, well, no, I already guessed him. I'm not guessing him again.
He's also not number 1.
He's not?
Or 3.
Well, he was the number 1 money earner.
Well, money or no, GPI, the currently best ranked players.
All right, so it's not Phil Hellmuth because I'm pretty sure he's number 1. See that? I know things.
No.
I'm going to go with Phil Ivey.
Phil Ivey?
It was a good guess, though, right? Was
Yes.
I right that Phil Hellmuth was number 1?
Well, it was certainly a good guess.
Was Phil Hellmuth number 1? Am I
No.
right about that? Darn it. I know nothing.
Byron Cleaverman is actually number 1 since at the moment, I believe.
Really?
Right. I believe so.
Does this change from year to year?
It changed from week to week, buddy.
Oh, this
Where
would be something good to know.
Zynga poker. Anyway, the turn. Now, clue number 2, because clue number 1 was actually to throw you off and has nothing to do with the answer of the question, this is time for you to guess another pro. That's the clue.
Really?
Yes.
Read that again?
That's all you got. Because clue number 1, I quote here verbatim, has nothing to do with the actual pro, this is clue number 2. You know, the first one was to throw you off, and we'd like you to guess another pro.
Just randomly?
That's correct.
Come on. What?
Really. You have all, it's not Ivy,
Okay.
not Antonio.
But that's no hint. Is that a hint?
That's what you get for looking at the answers.
I didn't look at the answers.
Go on, Shim.
Oh God! You know what? Even though I guessed him, I think every single time. But if
Still not running.
I know, but I don't want Shearer to get the best of me with Ari Engel. So I'm gonna have to guess that one just so I don't lose.
Ari
on
Engel?
that. Yeah.
Very
please.
wrong. Very, very
Oh.
wrong. And what we're going to do for the river, clue number 3 is actually read the clues because none of those were, I mean, this is totally different than what I said. I completely made that up as we were going along. All 3
such a
clues
jerk.
because he looked at the answers in advance.
I did not look at the
You will
answer.
get
I have
all
no
3
idea.
clues. You will get all 3 clues.
I have no idea who
As
this is.
clue number 3. This is your last chance, Shimmy. Lots of information
Okay.
coming up. Are you ready?
No.
This poker pro once entered a Deuce 7 lowball event at the World Series of Poker and went on to win the event despite never having played the game before.
Okay.
This pro was the star of a reality television show in 2012, but the show was canceled after just 1 season. This pro is very active in charity and hosts an annual charity poker tournament in Las Vegas for the Nevada ASPCA. Those are your clues, sir.
Wow.
Lots of clues.
I really wish I had gotten 3 guesses for this one. What was the reality television one?
This pro was the star of a reality TV show in 2012, but the show was canceled after just 1 season.
So it can't be high stakes poker because high stakes poker I think went into 2 seasons.
We're
right?
calling the clock.
No clock. And the charity one, you know what? So I'm gonna have to go with the Robin Hood of poker then. Let's go with the Robin Hood of poker.
That's not a name.
Barry Greenstein.
Barry Greenstein is not the answer.
Give me a hint. Give me another hint.
A real clue?
Yeah,
You
give
run
me
it
a real
twice?
clue. Yeah.
Okay. It's a girl
It's a girl.
or a woman, but yeah, woman. Yeah.
Wait. No, but we spoke about Annette Oberstad. She's in Survivor. We
Are
said.
you guessing
right?
Annette Oberstad?
No, because you're not filling me with a lot of confidence here.
Quickly.
Jennifer Harmon.
Jennifer Harmon is the right answer.
Oh baby! Oh my gosh!
This is called
Yes!
rabbit hunting
Oh!
because
Oh
after
snap! That's right! Yes! Shira! That's right! I got it!
yeah, after
got
all
one.
the clues,
Shira is the only person that has not correctly guessed the name of that pro. Yes!
okay.
Woo!
Now that we've made Shimmy happy, we'd like to make sure you guys stay happy.
Jennifer, I love you. Shout out to Jennifer.
Each week, we hope you keep on coming back again. This was episode 27 of the PokerUpdate.com Weekly Burn and Turn. Stay tuned next week for, I guess, episode 28
Stuff is getting real.
for more fun stuff. Be sure to like, if you do like, we'd love your comments, and subscribe to the PokerUpdate.com YouTube channel. Love to see you here each and every week, and we hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Dude.
Okay, ma'am.
Dude.
Yeah, okay, go.
Dude.
synchronized clapping. Bring on the Olympics.
Now the question goes to you, Mr. Okay.
We're killing Shira here.
It's okay.
It's okay to kill Shira. People in.
Let's try this again.
Come on.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Keep it together, Jim.
Here we go.
Tight!
Picture dead kittens. We need to cut down on the expenses. Get rid of rakes for the professional players.
Don't go away.
Let me
Don't
bring.
go back too further.
Let me bring us out. You ready? Oh God, what I miss? Name that pro. Oh jeez. All right, let me point something out. Definitely appropriate. Shimmy the Fish, 2016.
All right, Mr. Fish.
Oh yeah. All right.